Hey, what's going on YouTube? In spite of all my ranting yesterday about Clash of Wills, I did spend some more time working on it, and with the help of some people who are much smarter than me, aka Sinzar, I was able to work out something using most of my existing clear that just needed a little bit of oomph. And I said in yesterday's video about this issue that I don't have Cressnik at EX plus 3, so I can't just shove Cressnik into my team. So I had to do a little thinking and some digging around and come up with some ideas about a unit that I might be able to bring to do some healing on the threshold phase, but not sacrifice too much damage and not sacrifice any kind of survivability and things like that that I might need to get us through. And like I said, with the help of some folks and some work and some effort and some brain power, we've got it. So take a look at this ridiculousness. Who are we bringing to this fight? Blue Mage Fina. Why Blue Mage Fina? Well, for two reasons. One, she happens to be female, so I can equip her with the Jade Moon Pendant. And then two, she happens to have Curaja. And so I can use it to recover some health for our team at the end of the fight, or at the threshold. And then from there, I have made some adjustments to some of the actions that I do on various turns, just to try and build as much morale as possible. And I have done all of the following. I have capped with this team. I have survived with this team, but I have yet to cap and survive at the same time. So I am going to go ahead and do a run of this just to demonstrate, and hopefully I get to the end of it and do all of the things that I need to do. I've also gotten maximum morale, so I have done all of the individual pieces on various runs. I just haven't done them all at once, and so I'm hoping that this is the moment. I'm hoping that this is the time, and that I can be able to redeem myself for the grouchiness that I had last night about Clash of Wills and the current state of the game. But let's go into it. Here's my team. Nothing has changed other than I did put Chow's extra counter gear back on. So if you look at Chow, we've got the full counter build here with everything there. And then of course we got Blue Mage Fina. Here she is, just using Jade Moon Pendant and a bunch of spirit stuff. We do have Guts, and we have Blue Wave to try and help chain. And there it is. So everything else is the same as my previous clear. Everybody's got as much fairy and dragon killer shoved into them as possible. We've got as much passive morale gain shoved into them as possible. If you're curious about their setups, look at the other video. Has not changed a single bit. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready for this to be done. All right, nothing has changed here. Let all the morale finish going. I'm gonna go ahead and have Lara start her barrage. Kaito is gonna shift and do on this turn. This actually is a difference. We're gonna do double deep and crashing wave just for more morale gain. All right, Chow is going to do kind, true, and focused just like before. There we go. Reberta is going to do Rousing Roar, Dragon Mitigation and Damage Buff, and Emissary just like before. Skye is going to LB stack. Get them LB stacks. Come on. All right, there's the Mirage. It's gone, so we're going to go ahead and hit with Kaito and Skye. And then this is impressive. Watch this ridiculous morale gain right here. We're at this needle right here. We're just below the 5. Watch the morale gain on this. And it's unfortunate this is a time-limited item, but, here we go. It's a lot of morale gain off of one ability. I guess I could have brought Paws of Prosperity, right? That does that too. There's her Guts proccing. And Chow's going to get us back on our feet. The The clears where I have not been able to cap on this has been where I don't have enough morale. So morale is very, very tight on this clear. Just being what it is. Morale's very tight, and damage is very tight. But I have capped with it, so we'll go ahead and keep going. All right, rousing, support, Draconic Triune, and we do that at the end of the turn if we can. I'm gonna have Skye and Duder go ahead and hit the boss to try and get limit burst crystals. Of course, we did not get any. We'll go ahead and do that. And Jade Moon Pendant. Here's the turn that's going to determine how we do in terms of morale. How many counters Chow gets here is the key. Now, one thing we don't have in this team is, what you call it? Resistance buffs? Come on, Chow. Move the gauge. That's pretty good. Could be better. Go ahead and re-LB, LB, 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 LB. Whoops, not that. Exercise Jade, please. Right, traditionally we don't get that many counters here on turn 3. Thankfully, Shenmon does not gain that much morale either. But the more Chow can get, the better here. We're into the percent symbol, so that's good. Just trying to watch it. I don't see it moving below the 6 yet, but the good news is Chow's going to use Kind Protector and both morale-filling skills of his own this turn, which is going to give us a lot. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think we're in good shape now. All right, Rousing Roar, Mega Breath, and Ignitos Domain. Pretty sure that's full. We're gonna go ahead and do Keen Hot Shot twice. We're gonna do Tidal, Liquid Infusion, Swelling Current, Receding Tide. And we're gonna do Tyvus Spirit. Now, because Chow already used the skill that he has that gives ailment resistance, I'm going to go ahead and use something else with Fina on this turn. We're going to use Mighty Guard, just for some mitigation, Bursting Cheer, and Luminous Heal. There we are. Because healing technically fills morale. We got to 0, that's good. Cruel Fae turn is cruel. We got all our buffs in place now, so it's not that bad. Alright, so here's the threshold turn. We're going to burst here on turn 5. And here's where the clear gets a little bit different than the last video we did. Yes, we're going to use Mystic Breath times 4. So I'm going to go ahead and queue that up. Lara is still going to do Volatile, so we're going to go ahead and queue that up. Alright. Everything else is different. So, well, not everything. Skye's going to Skye Flurry, as always. This is what she's here for. And those 3 are the same. Kaito is going to do one difference here. I'm not going to bother with Natural Flux. Yes, it's going to give a 90% Spirit Break, and yes, it's going to give a 150 Imperil. But I already have a 140 here, and we already have an 88% Spirit Break. And this is going to do more damage than this does, because this is boosted by Torrential Force. So we're going to apply the weapon killers, because that's important, and then go ahead and do that twice. So that's what we're going to do. That is what has helped me cap every time that I've capped it. Blue Wave on Blue Mage Fina. Chow's going to use Festive Fortune. The reason for that is the HP barrier that we get from this, and this is where Sinzar really helped me out, the HP barrier that we get from this does not get damaged or removed on the threshold turn. So that's going to be in place next turn, which is going to help Chow survive, theoretically. I've only had him die once out of 4 tries of doing this, and then we can put up mitigations on that turn as well. So we're going to go ahead and use our attack and magic buff, and go ahead and get this out of the way. So, again, we're just going to do Reberta, these 3, and then cap with Skye, and hope for the best. Oh, 2.4, so close. I have done it, though, I promise you. I have done it. The important thing is, right, we're going to go ahead and keep moving, because this is where people get caught up. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get this. We're gonna get the Mirage stacks out of the way. Lara's gonna barrage. Kaito is going to Unpredictable Tide, Crashing Wave, and let me consult my chart here. We use Aqueous Infusion. Cool. To help us with all of the surviving, okay, we're going to be doing Guard Dog, Kind Protector, and Focused Inspiration. And Blue Mage Fina is going to double cast Curaja. Now, we happen to have some Imperils on us as well, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of those with Reberta. This is going to be a little bit off script. I'm going to try this out and see. Go ahead and put Dragons up. Go ahead and do Triune to remove the Imperils and stuff that we have. See if this is going to help Chow survive. And then go ahead and we'll go ahead and Defense and Spirit Break or buff for herself. And Skye is going to Sharp Spear and Accuracy down on the boss. Chow, you can see, has some health there. We're going to go ahead and boost our own accuracy for morale gain. Boost our defense and spirit, make us more tanky, boost our attack and magic, get more morale. And we're going to go from 4,113 health to about 10,000. But he's also got a massive HP barrier from the burst turn. And there we are. Now the fight pretty much just goes back the way it did before. Even though we're massively debuffed in terms of how much health we can refill, Chow's gonna fill us up. Move this out of the way so I can see my chart. Come on, Chow. If we didn't have morale, we will now. Okay. So Chow needs to put his cover back up. Lara's gonna LB. Reberta's gonna LB to put the spear and peril back up. Kaito is going to go ahead and use natural, deadly, and torrential downpour. And Skye's gonna LB as well, just to keep on keeping her stacks. We need to shift though. Don't use the wrong LB, friends. And Blue Mage Fina is going to kind of resume doing like the Mighty Guard, Luminous Heal, and Bursting Cheer thing. Just because we don't need morale anymore, so her refilling the status ailment stuff does not really matter. Come on, let's get this thing over with. Alright, Chow is going to kind, loyal, true. Reberta is going to... we can just do support, Mega Breath. And I was planning on doing Draconic here, but we used it a turn earlier and it's not a big deal. We'll go ahead and do Dragon. She can redo the same thing. They are going to, or she's going to use Keen Hot Shot twice. Skye is going to... I was planning on doing Skye Flurry here, but I don't think I want to. I think I just want to keep my stacks. So we'll do Sharp Spear and Accuracy down, just because I don't want to lose my stacks. And Kaito is going to Liquid Infusion, Torrential Force just for one stack of it, and Cascading Slash. And ooh, we do need to use Limit Burst though, because the boss is in Defense and Spirit mode. I'm a little nervous about this actually. You know what we're gonna do? Can't do that. That's a thinker. We're gonna take a chance. We're gonna take a chance here. We do need to use our Defense and Spirit skill, just to be fully buffed up. Come on, Chow. We need you to fill Lara's Limit Burst. Whew, okay, got it. I was a little nervous there for a second. That was close. If you're not sure why I did that, you have to use the Limit Burst to make him shift forms to attack and magic, so you can do damage on this turn. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble. Alright, this turn, we're basically going to just kill this thing. We're going to do Blade Storm 3 times. We're going to shift Chow. Chow's going to help. And do Chow's Fun Time, because it does morale-based damage, even though the boss is not weak to light, and still going to help. Blue Wave for Fina. And Quad Mystic Breath for Reberta. And volatile ammo, and Skye Flurry, and hopefully we're done. Use all these skills just in case, not remedial will. That's bad. And then we're all set, so let's do this thing. There it is. So, still 9 turns. There are some changes as we go. And in this run, I did not cap. I have capped. I have done a maximum of I did exactly 2.5 billion. So this obviously got us very close on this run. But I have capped it with this team, the damage anyway. But then on that run, I happened to bite the dust on turn 7, which is why I added that thing to put the Draconic Triune in there. So yeah, that which seemed to help us survive. So there it is. So you can definitely survive this. Is it annoying? Does it require a little more planning? Is it different than last week? Yes, all those things are true. But I just did it by cramming Blue Mage Fina in here. Did it sacrifice my damage? Yes. But I have capped it with this team. I just, variance is a thing. I've actually, with this team, seen as much as 2.7. So there's that. All right, I'm going to go. We're going to go ahead and dismiss these. And I hope that is helpful to anyone who sees this. And thank you again to Sinzar for helping me figure out the threshold survival strategy there. I was missing something, and you helped me figure it out. So thank you so much. And for everybody else, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.